one of your lads is with you today, isn't he?
Dylan's with me today, and he plays for our local team, Grove. He's just signed on. My oldest son, Miles, played for Steventon, which is our local village. And actually, Dylan, there was this wonderful sort of golden generation at his sort of junior school. Years 6 and 7 as he came in, and they won 4 tournaments in one season. The Oxfordshire Indoor Five-a-side Championship, a boys' championship. There were 4 of them. We got these little trophies and stuff on our mantelpiece.
And is he a United fan?
He's a United fan, and Dylan's got a great left foot, you see, and that's always a great asset to any team.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Left
get him scouted, get him signed up now.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be a good player if you've got a left foot, do you?
That's right.
Sorry, Dylan.
You're in for balance, yeah.
Now, Tinchy Strider is rapidly becoming one of the biggest names in music in this country, and guess what? He's also a big red. There you go. All the quality, support United. He's been talking to Strategy ahead of his recent gig in Manchester.
Say, Tinchy, so nice one for talking to us. Obviously, we're backstage here at Manchester Academy. You looking forward to your show tonight?
Yeah, man. Every time I come to Manchester, I'm looking forward to the crowd. Are so energetic in Manchester each time, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one today. Most of the crowds are like lively, but there's something about, I don't know, there's something about, and maybe it's one of the biggest venues out of the whole tour, you know what I mean? So it's just like really pumped up for the whole night, man.
Wicked. And not many people do realise that you're a United fan at heart, you know? Yeah. How long you been into the team and that?
I've been supporting Man United from I'll say as far back as maybe Paul Parker or something. I'm old school with it. But it's more like before, my older brother was a Man U fan. My dad supports Man U, you know what I mean? And then I just sort of came up into it. And then from when I was in primary school, man, I've always liked Man United, but I got deeper as I got older.
Definitely. And a lot of people say that United fans are from everywhere other than Manchester, which is rubbish. I mean, it's just we've got more fans around the world. Yeah. But do you get a lot of stick from your London people?
Yeah, that's like, people would tell me, so what happened? If you lived in Manchester before, you've got family there, one of your people play for them. I'm like, nah, so why you supporting them? I'm like, I don't know, I didn't know there was a rule book about you have to support where you're from. I didn't know that. But that's just who I like, man, you know what I mean? It's like, obviously I understand people like support your local team. All right, cool, fair dues, but that's who I support, man.
All right, so obviously Man United take a lot of pride in their youth system, turning the youth players into world stars. You started in music at a young age, and I was just wondering if there was any type of Alex Ferguson type figure that's helped you progress over the years.
I guess so, because say how you see a lot of times when you're younger, you feel like people just turn a blind eye and they're just young, man, he's doing his thing, he'll come up one day, you know what I mean? But like you're saying, right, with Man United, how Alex Ferguson had say it was a time where was it Gary Neville, Philip Neville, Scholes, that whole generation, yeah, and then they all how they all matured and become. So that's something I definitely it's an influence, man, definitely.
Obviously, with all you recording and touring, you don't get much time to stop up in each city and that. Yeah. But have you been to many matches at Old Trafford recently?
No, I haven't been. The last time I went, it was actually my first. You know what I mean? My first. People used to say, "How could you support you now? You never been to Old Trafford?" I'm like, I want to go, but you know what I mean? It just weren't coming about. But last season they played Tottenham, and I come there and then half time it was 2-0 down. I'm thinking, why did I pick this match to come? Ended the match 5-2, so it was a big match, man.
One of the best ones to go to, man, definitely. Your biggest track to date so far, has probably been number 1. Yeah. And I was wondering if you think United will be number 1 come the end of the season and retain the championship.
I really believe so, man. I have this talk all the time, and I'm like, United have lost so many players before. Do you know what I mean? Loads of number 7s before that have left, and people what they're gonna do now and then. So obviously Ronaldo's a big player to lose, Tevez, but at the same time, man, we're at the top right now as a speaking. So yeah.
Oh, the fantastic Tinchy Strider, there you go. Proper red. I mean, there's that massive passion that United fans have, and it's the beauty of the thing. And now with what you're doing on the music side, your documentaries, is that your main passion now?
I tell you, honestly, Terry, I just think I'm so lucky, still to be doing all this now after all these years. I started on Radio 1 in 1970. And somehow or another, I've stayed right in the middle of everything pretty much ever since.
And it is a tough business.
It is, yeah. And to find myself as I was a few weeks ago in Nashville, doing sessions surrounded by people like Roseanne Cash, going to the Americana Awards and being there on the stage at the Mother Church of Country Music, the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, and to think, I'm still here and still really enjoying it.
But what are these documentaries? Because you've got a company making documentaries now
for
Radio 2.
We've got a company called WBBC, the Whispering Bob Broadcasting Company. Fantastic. And we make radio documentaries for Radio 2, but also for other, other broadcasters. And our new one, which is going out on Radio 2 at the end of November, is the songs the Beatles gave away. So it's a history of the songs that the band themselves didn't record during their lifetime, but which were recorded and maybe were hits for other people. Bad to Me by Billy J. Kramer, Woman by Peter and Gordon, Cilla
Work
Black.
is a four-letter word. Was that the Cilla Black one?
Yeah, and Step Inside Love.
Oh, yeah.
Love the Loved, she did, which Paul wrote. It's For You. And Step Inside Love was the massive one in '68, which was, of course, the theme to her TV show at the time. And the programme contains the demo that she made of that song with Paul. It's, really, really...
Oh, I love some of the Badfinger stuff, like
Come and Get It. And, of course, then you go...
He's looking at me. You're in the studio with a pair of geeks now.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, all the covers for the Beatles as well. You got Michelle and the Overlanders and people like that. And
but because the Beatles did record them... those songs themselves.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas the documentary charts the songs
the ones
that
they
they
gave
hadn't.
away.
And Badge by Cream, George Harrison's song. Sour Milk Sea by Jackie Lomax. You see, these are also songs the Beatles
I didn't know that about Badge. Listen, stay with us. We're going to talk more music, more comedy. Can never get enough comedy, can you?
I don't know.
A few laughs. We settle for one. No, we'll get some of that in the next part. After the break, we've got music from 9 Black Alps, so don't go away.